Welcome to Goalie's Pip Academy.
Hey, Pharaoh fanatics! Ready to travel back in time and walk like an Egyptian? Grab your hieroglyphics pen, because today we're diving deep into the land of pyramids, mummies, and mighty pharaohs. First things first, let's bust a myth. Ancient Egyptians probably didn't walk around like the dancers in that song, but they did leave us a legacy that's more thrilling than a roller coaster ride. So, what was ancient Egypt all about? And when did these legendary folks live? Imagine a super cool club that existed thousands of years ago. An ancient civilization is just that. A society from way back that rose to greatness, then took a bow, leaving behind ideas that shaped the future. Think of our technology, big stores, schools, and roads. All that jazz started somewhere, and ancient Egypt was one of those starting points. Ever heard of the ancient Greeks, Romans, Persians, Mayans, Aztecs, or Incas? These civilizations rocked their own parts of the world with unique architecture, art, and culture. But today, we're giving a standing ovation to the Egyptians, who held the crown for nearly 3,000 years. That's like 30 centuries, 10 times longer than the United Pyramids, King Tut, Cleopatra, Mummies, and the Sphinx. Bingo! Let's dive right in. The ancient Egyptians worshipped over 2,000 gods and goddesses. Location, location, location. Ancient Egypt was nestled along the banks of the Nile River in northern Africa. Picture this: a massive river providing water for drinking, crops, and transportation. The Nile was the lifeblood of Egypt, flooding each year to keep the land fertile. Quiz time! The ancient Egyptians worshipped how many gods and goddesses? A, 20, B, 200, C, 2,000, D, 20,000. Have you selected the option C, 2,000 gods and goddesses? Yes, folks, you're absolutely right. Moving on now. Ancient Egyptians also grew a reed called papyrus, used to make, guess what, paper. Papyrus reeds could be 16 feet tall, almost as tall as 3 basketball players stacked on top of each other. Egypt's history is so epic that historians had to split it into 3 main periods: Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms. Each kingdom was ruled by dynasties or families of rulers. Old Kingdom, known as the Age of Pyramids, when the Great Pyramid of Giza was built. Talk about heavy lifting. Those stones weighed tons. 2. Middle Kingdom, Egypt united under a pharaoh, moving the capital to Thebes. Trade and storytelling flourished thanks to papyrus writing. 3. New Kingdom, the golden age of wealth and power, marked by the rule of 10-year-old King Tutankhamun. Now that's a young king with a lot on his plate. Houses were made from mud bricks. Nobles lived in mansions, while peasants had smaller homes. Hot weather meant loose-fitting clothes. Men wore kilts and women sported straight dresses. Their diet was healthy, with bread, fruits, veggies, and occasional meat. Most people were farmers, but others were craftsmen or scribes, writing in hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics used symbols to tell stories and keep records. I have one last question for you folks. Are you ready? Which kingdom was known as the Age of Pyramids? A. Old Kingdom, B. Middle Kingdom, C. New Kingdom, D. All of the above. Have you selected the option A, Old Kingdom? You just gave the right answer. Very well done. The Egyptians worshipped gods like Ra, the sun god, Isis, the mother goddess, and Osiris, the god of the dead. They believed in an afterlife, so they preserved bodies as mummies for the journey ahead. Mummies like King Tut and Ramses the Great still capture our imaginations today. The pyramids were monumental tombs filled with treasures for the afterlife. So there you have it, ancient Egypt in a nutshell. An incredible civilization that gave us art, architecture, and stories still being uncovered by archaeologists today. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to walk like an Egyptian to the fridge for a snack. This is another video brought to you by Goalie, the best kids tablet.
My mind is blown! Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads, there's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.